Hi, my name is Josh Payton, and I'm the president of the Veteran Golfers Association. I would like to take a moment to personally welcome you to our VGA family. As a VGA member, you will have access to over 300 local golf tournaments per year to compete against other veterans and their family members. Additionally, you will have the opportunity, like thousands of other VGA members nationwide, to qualify for our national championship each fall. This experience would not be possible without our sponsors and the tireless dedication of hundreds of volunteer state and regional VGA directors on your behalf. So please thank them for their hard work when you get the chance to do so. Although the VGA is a competitive golf league, the spirit of this organization is more about camaraderie than it is the competition. I would like to wish you the best of luck on your quest to become a VGA champion, but more importantly, I encourage you to meet new battle buddies along the way. While you're out on the golf course with other VGA members, take an opportunity to shake their hands and thank them for their service, like I'm taking this opportunity to thank you for yours. Again, welcome to our VGA golfing family. It truly is more than just a game.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Olympia Fields Country Club for round 2 of the VGA National Championship. I'm Kevin Fry, joined by Joe Cayley, and we're going to be coming to you live from the par 4 18th hole as play concludes in this year's championship. Before we get started, we want to thank our presenting sponsors again, Navy Mutual, Black Rifle Coffee, Easy Go, Raymond Weil, Strixon, Dunning, Greg Norman, and Bettinardi, among many others, for their continued support of this year's championship. Joe, it has been a full day of play here at Olympia Fields, with most of our flights actually already finished up, and a number of close contests throughout the leaderboard. Many of the players have positioned themselves well heading into the championship round, and we're going to get to watch Wounded Vet D playoff, a sudden death playoff. And you can see here on the screen, we've got Andrew Bargeron and CJ Stevens at +8 net to par. So we're going to join live coverage with them here in just a second, followed by our Wounded Veteran A flight, who will be wrapping up their play on the 18th hole, the ladies A flight, and then the men's championship flight. As it stands right now in the men's championship flight, Anthony Billich holds a one-shot lead over Jordan Bobbert and Chance Carrick going into the 16th. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and pick up that Wounded Vet D coverage right now as they are ready to tee off. All right, and here we go. So.
Yeah, good afternoon there, Kevin. Thanks for having me back on board, and welcome everyone at home who's ever watching, and cheer on your family members, and see our VGA president, Josh Payton, on the tee, going over the playoff rules, giving a final handshake, and good luck to our competitors. Did tee flip, identified who's going first.
That looks like Andrew Bargeron is going to lead us off. Little context here, folks, for those at home. Based on what we can see on the leaderboard, this group started the day on hole 4, which is a very difficult par 4, kind of off to the back of the property, and ended their day on hole 3 with Andrew Bargeron hitting a net birdie to force this playoff. And come back up here to the 18th tee box to decide this flight's champion. Oh, that's going to be a tough start. A lot of pressure for these guys coming down the stretch. This hole playing a long 396 yards, especially with a much cooler and a little bit soggier day than we had expected here in Olympia Fields.
That's right. It's been kind of gray, overcast, a little bit of mist out here today. Most of all the competitors are wearing long sleeves. Mm-hmm. Earlier this morning, a lot of them had
heated vests.
Yep, heated vests, toboggans.
As we watch CJ Stevens ready to send his drive down the fairway, hopefully.
Okay.
Seems like a good swing.
Yep, good contact.
Yeah. like that camera's looking down the fairway, so that's good. There we go. Yep, just on the right side of the fairway there. That'll probably leave CJ, 130 yards in for his second shot.
See final grouping up there, and a lot of the other VGA members who already completed their rounds gathering at the 18 tee.
Yep.
A green.
Yep. So let's talk about those players, Joe. So in the Champions Flight, we'll talk about that here. Championship A Flight, we'll talk about here in a minute. Female Veteran A Flight as well will be coming up to this tee box here shortly. But in our other divisions, as we watch Andrew get ready to hit his second shot from just forward of the tee box. That looked a little bit heavy there, Joe. Yeah, so it looks like he advanced it 30 or 40 yards.
Yeah.
It's going to leave him a long third shot.
Yeah.
Moving down to Veteran B Flight, Tim Pope out of South Carolina wins pretty handedly, plus 12 overall for the event, 77-75.
Congratulations, Tim.
Yep,
So.
yep. Nash Armstrong by 8. Good showing for Nash. Very consistent. 80-80 on 2 days. Very difficult course. You should be proud of that.
Exactly.
C Flight, Kevin Zervakos wins at plus 27. 84-83, also very good rounds. As we watch again, Andrew getting ready to hit his third shot here, from the fairway. You can see how long this hole is. And he's having a tough go of it here, Joe.
Well, cooler weather, a little tired, and a lot of nerves in the playoff.
Yeah. And listen, folks, we did have a situation where these players were asked to step off the course briefly to allow us to queue up the live stream coverage so you could watch them come in.
Yep.
That's always a difficult thing to do for these players.
Yeah.
And so, we appreciate their patience while we try to make sure that they get to watch and have their families watch them come in, as Andrew pulls forward to what will be his fourth shot now. Moving down the leaderboard, female veteran B Flight, Angela Borges wins at plus 34, 86.90 over the last 2 days. Lori Forringer takes female veteran C Flight at plus 50 over 2 days. Really good improvement for her. 103 in round 1, 89 in round 2. She's got to be thrilled with that.
Big pickup on the second day.
Mm-hmm. Family A Flight, Casey Tooley, one-shot win over Tanner Tongate at plus 15, 77-78 over the last 2 days. Good roll there. Family B Flight, Jordan Crowell, who hits the ball a mile. Great round for him. Shoots 75 to win by 2 over Jack Sheehan at a total of plus 17 for the championship. So watch Andrew here line up his fourth shot. And he is just all out of sorts right now. Yeah. Vet D Flight, one of our first net flights we're going to be discussing here. Howard Thurman takes the event with a net 64 and a 66 over the last 2 days for a minus 10 3-shot win over Christopher Rubesh. Wounded Veteran A Flight, we're going to see here in a minute. Wounded Veteran B Flight, Chase Cooper out of Utah, 66-74 net 140 for an even par to championship win in his flight. Wounded Veteran C Flight, Rick Beverly, -1 net to par, one-shot win over Matthew Linville out of Washington State. Wounded Veteran D Flight, we're watching right now, Andrew Bargeron, CJ Stevens tied at +8 coming into this playoff hole. We're watching CJ here ride with Andrew as he rolls up to find his ball. Female Vet D Flight, Courtney DeGroat, even round, 68 here to shoot even for the tournament and win by 19 shots. She played well. Very well.
Incredible 2 days.
Yep. Family C Flight, Joshua Lilleburn, +1 to take Family C. And finally in female Family Flight, Tiffany Eggers, +8 to take the championship. 3 shots above Allison Klein at +11. So some really, really excited champions waiting for these players to come in and finish up their rounds, and we'll broadcast the final 3 groups getting their championship. Yeah, CJ, I thought we saw CJ's ball on the fairway there.
Fairway, yeah. Guess so. So driving back right now, looking for Andrew's ball there, Kev.
No, CJ's ball.
CJ's
I
ball.
believe it's CJ's ball.
Yeah.
That's surprising. I thought we saw the ball
In the fairway.
on the fairway. Yep.
Yeah. Now this 18th green today been a little tricky for some of the players that I saw earlier today out there. This pin location was selected by you and the other regional directors and with the core staff.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. Luckily, we're so lucky to come to a venue like Olympia Fields that has such a competitive championship history. Many players or many golf nuts will recognize the the pin location from championships past, particularly when John Rahm and Dustin Johnson won their championships here
In the playoff.
it was in the playoffs. That's
It was
right.
a playoff.
That's right. So
Yeah.
John Rahm took it in the playoffs. That's right. So
That's right.
two incredible putts from those guys.
Yeah.
That we'll try to queue up here later as we watch these players search for their golf ball. But yeah, I mean, it is a very tricky pin location. Front right edge of the green, depending on where you are in the fairway, you have to make a pretty tough decision whether you're going to challenge any of the hazards that are in front of the green, whether it's the bunkers on the right. Certainly, depending on your skill level, the water can come into play. We watched as the live stream started up here, a few different groups kind of coming in at the very end of their rounds, struggling a bit with the water on the right side of this hole.
That's right.
And so, it can be very difficult. A great, I would say a good to great shot is middle of the green here, and hope to get your putt close, right?
Looks like several cars and several folks on foot. And,
looking for it, trying to find
looking
it.
for that ball.
I mean, like over the center of the bunker, and it had like a little draw on it. But I thought you were.
It's tough.
Right. Whose ball is this?
Yeah. Now, I think the good news for CJ is, luckily he's had an opportunity to watch his playing partner's shots here over the last 5 to 10 minutes, right? And so he knows where he sits, even if he does have to end up taking a drop. I would be looking for a relatively safe play here, Joe, just to get him back into play, and trying to get up on the green in under a shot or two to keep that advantage that he currently has.
What's the rule, Josh? I'll take a stroke in here and drop, or?
Oh, that's got to be a very lonely feeling.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. Looking for a ball that you hit, and it's got to be somewhere underneath your feet.
Especially especially what we saw off the tee box was he struck the golf ball and he seemed to be walking away from it fairly confidently, right? Meaning, at a minimum, he thought it was going to be in play, and for it to not to be available is definitely disappointing.
It didn't hit a tree. I mean, I laced it.
Now, just a reminder for everybody at home, or some information for folks at home that don't know, with our VGA rules in effect here, if CJ is unable to locate his ball, what he'll do is he'll confer with, certainly first his playing partner. Obviously, we have a lot of folks out on the hole right now, looking for the golf ball, but just to identify a place of where he believes it ended up. Even if they don't find it, and it'll be considered a lost ball, and he'll play after taking a stroke drop penalty. He'll play from that area.
saw it was coming over the bunker in the same spot.
Yeah, so as we wait for those guys to identify where the ball is going to be dropped, here's a really nice look at the 18th hole. Bunkers hug the hole from the tee shot, so you have a very, very, very narrow landing area, especially for the shorter hitters off the tee. Longer hitters off the tee can, clear those bunkers, but we've seen some instances where the water comes into play for those guys.
It happened.
So
happened
yesterday.
Coulter Cosman.
Yeah.
Drove it.
Yep.
Drove it well.
And then
straight in the water though.
With this green, as we said earlier, you can kind of see it. It is sloped from back to front. The pin location today is kind of in that bottom right quadrant where there's a little bit of green, where the pin is relatively flat, but you can see just how steep these players are, just how steep everything is. And here's a great look at it with Dustin Johnson. The ridge takes the ball down the hill.
Yeah, it was a 45-foot putt that he had to make to force a playoff.
And winds its way back towards the water, right? And this is an even longer putt from John Rahm.
66 feet.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that bend.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable putt.
It is. And what a reaction.
Yep. Yeah, appropriate reaction, I would say. Okay, so looks like they have given up on trying to find CJ's ball.
Goes in the bag for a brand new box, a new sleeve.
Yeah. He will take a drop at a determined location, and he will be hitting his third shot into the green, it would appear.
Wow.
Andrew at this time is stepping in for his fifth shot. Now, since, Joe, these guys are wounded veteran D flight, it is important to note that they will be getting their strokes for the hole. In this case, both of them get 2 strokes on this hole. So it's essentially an even match. We see here Andrew advance his ball probably 50 to 75 yards in front of the green. That'll be his sixth shot coming in.
Yep, keep it in the middle of the fairway. That's good.
CJ's going to go ahead and drop. That'll be for his third shot coming in. I think he just wanted to glance at the yardage here, make sure he was comfortable with what he was going to do next. Seems to have struck that pretty well. Oh, that's
right
a great
on
shot.
The green. Look there.
Yeah, that's gonna feel good, even after the drop. Knowing that you've got 2 potential. If he makes the first putt, it will be a net birdie. But two potential putts for a net par to get in, and with your competitor still in the fairway. Leaves you in a pretty good position. So that's good.
That was a perfect landing location for
the
ball.
Yeah. Incredible shot.
Yeah.
It didn't really take much time over the ball, too. You just kind of looked at the...
Yeah. I was wondering how he was going to play this, Is he was going to go, the conservative route, put it down there in the middle, just moving it up. But, went straight for the green.
Yep.
It's great to see. Uh-oh.
Andrew again here. Yeah, and listen, it's not easy to watch this. Obviously, we're rooting for both competitors here. Yeah. As disappointing as this might end up being for Andrew, hopefully he can, take something away from it as a learning experience. That's big part of the game of golf, right? How much can you learn and bring back to the next round?
That's right.
Just to be here and to be in a playoff has got to feel pretty good, Joe.
That's right. And making the shot that he did to
get into the playoff.
Yeah. That forced playoffs.
That's right. Yeah. And look, this is a great call here. Taking putter, just get it up there as far as you can. Yeah. Looks like it might be running back just a hair there, but Yeah, so that was his, what was it, 6 and 7. So he's now putting 8. And CJ is putting for par. Is that correct? 1 out, 2 drop, 3 on. Yeah, he is putting for par. So I stand corrected. If he were to make this, it would be net eagle.
Oh. Wow.
Yep. I had a chance to talk with CJ, Joe, during the pairings parties of one of our newer members. Thrilled to be here. So excited to be a part of this event. Full of ideas, right, about how the organization can grow, how it can recruit new members, particularly in his state of New York. Which is super exciting for us as directors and volunteer leaders, right? Because, I mean, we're always looking for people who have the ideas to help us grow and help us bring more people to these events. And
definitely forward thinking.
Yeah,
It
looks like Andrew sunk that for an 8. That's a pretty solid putt.
Yeah, it's a good way to wrap up your round and and your tournament. So
yeah. All right. So 4 par.
Little downhill.
Yep. CJ Stevens, 4 par to win Combat Wounded Veteran D-Float.
Putts away. He's walking after it. Ball's still rolling to the hole, and
yeah, that's a good putt.
Yeah,
just really good putt.
Looks like he's got about a foot past to clean it up and finish her off.
There it is.
There it is. Congratulations.
Bogey takes it, net birdie.
Yeah.
And that's what we care about the most there is.
That's right.
Yeah. Got to remember to put the pin flag back, guys. But yeah, that type of sportsmanship, is really what the competition is all about.
That's right.
So good to see that. Tough end of the day for Andrew, but really thankful that he was there with CJ to enjoy that playoff.
So here we are back at the tee box.
Coming back to the tee box here. So let's see, who do we have here? Jake Owen's going to tee us off here. Jake is playing out of. Give us a second. Jake Owen. Oh, this is our Wounded Veteran A flight. This is their final hole. Yep, so let's talk about where they stand. Jake Owen is currently in the lead. He is net +9 to par, so some good rounds of the last 36 hours, 24, 36 hours here. Looks like Thomas Nitty, who had an ace yesterday, is going to tee off second. Sorry, Tyler Morgan's teeing off second, looks like.
Okay.
Yep. Big swing there.
Big swing.
Okay, I can definitely see that ball is in the fairway, so that is good. And this should be Thomas Nitty, currently sitting in third at +13. He had his ace yesterday.
It's incredible.
On the par 3/6 from 163 with a 9-iron. Really cool. Great day for him. Heard yesterday that he's got a really special gift on its way for that. Don't want to spoil anything there. We'll save that for tonight's dinner. But just another great benefit of being a part of this championship. Looks like he squeezed it right. Now listen, let's talk about what these players have here. So Jake Owen does have a stroke. We're not sure exactly where he ended up. We'll see where that goes. This is a very tightly contested group, Joe. So there's only 1 stroke separating first and second place. Tyler Morgan, yep, there you go. So Jake's in front by 1. Jake and Tyler both get a stroke here, and I believe Thomas will have a stroke as well. That's important because even though Thomas may feel like he's out of it, he's only 4 shots back, and if either of his competitors has some type of issue, he could be right back in it. I mean, we've seen multiple shot swings today, even as we've started the live stream coverage up in our championship flight with
That's correct.
a double bogey occurring here and there. And so it's very important for these players to keep their concentration on every shot. They've got to take one shot at a time, and just try to capitalize on any advantage that they have, Joe.
Okay, so
It looks like Jake on the right side of the fairway. Crazy lie here. It looks like he may have pulled that pretty hard left. That's an extremely difficult shot to deal with. And again, these players have had to wait for a little while so that we could queue up this live stream coverage for everybody. So we need to have a little bit of empathy for them as they try to deal with nerves and the cold and stiff bodies and things like that. But hopefully they can persevere. Okay, I think it might be Thomas next. Let's see. Okay. Watch Tyler here come in. Looks like he likes to play a draw that might have been pulled a little bit left. Oh, but that's a good shot. Good shot. Middle of the green there. All right. This is a really nice view of those hazards I was talking about, right? So we have to go over water. Yep. Oh, and no. That is exactly what we were talking about, Joe.
Kevin, you had to say water.
Yeah.
You had to say it.
I had to say it, yep. But that just highlights the difficulty of this hole, Joe, right?
That's right.
Especially for higher handicap golfers.
It's intimidating what's in front of you.
It's so intimidating, yep.
I mean, you had water, tree, bunker. Yep.
Yep. Yep. So I believe Thomas is just going to pull forward, find his line of entry, and take a drop here. Probably advance the ball, maybe 20 or 30 yards. He's going to have, unfortunately, a similar shot coming in. I think when we were out there on Monday for the practice round, Joe, I had this at around 110 yards, maybe 115-yard shot, depending on where exactly they were near the pond. So again, not an easy wedge shot.
No.
Especially for our higher handicappers. If I'm Thomas here, what I want to do is clear the water, maybe get it short of the green, give myself a putt. That looks like a pretty good swing.
Yeah, he's staring it down.
No, that might have been trap. Yeah. Yeah, and I can understand the frustration there. Tough to deal with.
All right. Well, this group's working their way up to the green.
Yep. And so Joe, as they work up to the green, what we'll see after this group concludes is the remainder of, I believe, our veteran A flight coming through to finish their round. And then we'll have the female veteran A flight come through, and then finally the last group of our championship veteran A flight or veteran A flight with their last hole as well. So we'll certainly talk about that as they come up. Jake here, left at the cart path coming up the hole. He's going to have a pretty difficult pitch, probably from, I would guess, 50 to 60 yards, depending on where he ended up. He's got a cart path to deal with, and depending on the line, he's also going to have some bunkers to go over. So, again, not an easy shot.
finally stepping up to the ball.
Mm-hmm. Pops that up pretty well in the air. Okay.
On the green, rolling to the hole.
Yep. That's a great
Not
shot.
a bad way to fit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great shot. So that was his third shot, assuming we saw everything. So he's putting for par, net birdie. We believe one of his compare. I believe Tyler is on the green, in the middle, but he's got a long putt for birdie, and so that shortish putt is important, especially right now. If there's a mistake made on that long putt that you can see there in your frame on the left hand side of the green, it's not over. None of those putts go down.
That's right.
Nice
It's
out there.
out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good sportsmanship there, Joe. Having
right.
Jake will jump in and to rake, so his playing competitor can mark, maybe go finish up quickly to get out of the way. I don't know, but just a nice gesture there from Jake. Okay, we'll watch Tyler here step in. This looks very John Rahm-esque, Joe. Should see the ball start left and roll down the hill to the right from this angle.
Ooh,
that could be fast.
Yeah.
That could be fast.
Put some mustard on that one.
Uh-huh.
Slow up ball. Okay, there. Comes the rest.
It's hard to tell. That might be a 15 to 20 foot putt back up the hill, depending on where he's at in the fringe.
Gosh. Another foot more. He would have been down in the bunker. Nice.
All right, taps that in.
Yeah. 3 putts and he's done. Picks up the flag for his
Playing partners there.
Yeah.
Which is great.
This was a great lead, especially coming in from the other side of the cart path there.
Mm-hmm. All right, there it is.
A little bit of fist pump.
That should do
Excited.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm pretty sure earlier today. Oh, he's excited.
Look at that.
We were driving out to hole 1 to watch some of the guys tee off. These guys were coming up 9. I think he holed out from maybe 20 or 30 yards off the fairway for par. So he's had an exciting championship, Jake has.
Oh, that's great.
And he is excited.
These guys, yeah, they're all happy for each other, you know.
Yep.
Yep. There's a West Regional Director, Kerry Stauffer, out there.
That's a great putt, too.
It is.
To finish it off. Great
yeah.
putt.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So
Back up on the
right
18.
back to the tee. We're going to our ladies league group here, everybody. So like I said earlier, we've got Linda Jeffrey on the tee box right now.
Yep.
She is having an incredible round. Shot 78 yesterday gross. She is even par today for the championship. 10 strokes clear of her next competitor. So this should be an easy hole for Linda as she comes in.
Yep.
One of our returning champions. Seems like a nice swing there.
Smooth swing and
Yep, down the right side, no trouble at all. And knowing Linda and her approach to course management, may even just see a little layup there just to make an easy an easy 5 and take it in.
That's right.
We've got Anna here next, our champion from last year. Going with lesson driver, I think trying to just keep things in play, which is always a good call. Oh, she's calling right. Okay, so can't see it exactly, but I would guess we're in front of that right-hand bunker, maybe 210, 215 yards down the fairway there. Finally, Katie Wright will tee off. She's at plus 19 for the championship. I don't think that's what she wanted, Joe, but that's not going to hurt anything.
No.
Yeah. Ladies' tees today are playing, I believe, somewhere in the neighborhood of 330 yards. Let me double check that here real quick, Joe. Oh, longer than that, 367. So pretty significantly long hole, as you can see. We fly back over the hole. Linda Jeffrey sitting at plus 7, Anna at plus 17, and Katie at plus 19. Listen, Joe, just a hard course. Hard day.
It is. It is. And it's really neat to see Linda back out in the field here. I think she had some medical issues last time around. Much like Chris Engelhop. Has had a broken collarbone here.
Yeah.
But she's out here.
Really nice to see Chris show up.
Yeah.
Just to support everyone at the event.
Yeah, out here supporting. So.
Yep. Now we'll go back to Katie as she hits her approach shot.
So
better swing there.
Really nice tempo.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Again, probably not what she wanted, but that leaves her some type of short iron in. I think she'll be happy with that. Linda here, probably from a $160. She's got fairway metal in hand. Anna. Anna, a bit further than we expected, which is great. Anna does hit the ball quite far, but still long enough in for a fairway metal. And this looks to be going right. Yeah, that body language doesn't look great.
Yes.
Maybe in the water. Not sure. All right, Linda stepping in. Yeah, again, Joe, I would really not be surprised if she is not aiming left and short. Yes, left and short. Not in a trap, not near the water. Give herself a pitch to get up and down.
All right. Keep advancing down the fairway. It looks like, is that Anna Walker walking? And
yeah, it looks like I think Anna's walking. She may have just skirted the water, headed up the left side of the water, and then maybe drifted into the right. So she might be going to find another drop spot. We'll see here in a minute. Katie's down the left side of the fairway, so she should have a relatively straightforward pitch coming in. It does look like Anna went in the water, so she's going to take a drop from the same place that we saw the Thomas drop from in the previous group.
Got to spend part of the day with Anna Saturday down in Champaign, Illinois at the Illinois versus Ohio State Big Ten football game. Anna played small Division II college golf.
Very cool.
Yeah, and just a neat young woman.
Yeah,
So,
she's been fun to talk to every time I see her. She's got a smile on her face, which is awesome. That looks like it may be in the trap short. Yep. So hard to judge coming out of that rough, where you want to end up. And, after hitting it in the water, Joe, your body and your mind are like, maybe I need to put a little bit more on this one, or maybe I need to swing a little bit different. It just kind of throws your whole game off. Yeah, Linda maybe made her way into the bunker. That's surprising. Thought she was short. Watch Katie come up. Oh, might be a little bit far.
ooh, a little bit right of where she was aiming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's Linda Jeffrey's
went
shot
up, yeah.
onto the green. Lands in the bottom third, rolls up towards the hole, comes to rest right before the ridge before it really takes a serious drop back down to that little collection area short of the green. But hey, she's on there.
She's on there, putting for par.
That's right. You know.
Plenty of cushion here, so
Yep.
really no reason for any type of stressful shots.
Yep.
Looks like Anna did make it in the bunker, so she's just going to try to, I think, splash out and get out of here with maybe double bogey.
She's eyeing that stick. So
hey, listen,
she's
I'd love
going.
to see it go in.
Oh yeah.
Another bunker shot. This is a much more difficult shot, it looks like. Has to come up over the bunker, down a ridge. This is going to be very delicate. Yep.
Oh, no.
Very, 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 very hard.
tough.
Yep. She did get out though, so she might be able to get a putter on it. Just get it down there. Oh, had to grab a club. Yeah. All right, looks like Kay's going to try another chip shot here. And Joe, for the viewers at home, you can see she's talking to an Olympia Fields caddy. This is the first year that our A-flight competitors have had the option to take a caddy, and many of them have. Many of them utilized the great
Look
shot
at this
there.
Wow.
Great shot.
Great
there.
shot.
Yeah. Good way to finish. She'll probably walk up and tap that in.
Yeah.
But
I think that little bit of extra help kind of helped calm the nerves and you know, let her reset her mind and.
Yep.
Yeah, but like you said, Kevin, the caddies. I mean, we've seen spouses.
Yeah,
caddying.
spouses caddying. Yep.
Yeah.
Friends caddying, which has been great.
Plus a handful of local caddies and you know, and even, you know, I got to speak and thank several local caddies yesterday afternoon, and they were excited to be out here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, as we see Anna step in. Would love to see her make this. Tough day for her, but a putt like this maybe keeps you coming back. That'll drift off to the left a little bit there. Slow down.
Yeah.
Okay, should be a tap in for her to finish up her round. And she will mark and make sure she's good to go.
Yep. Looks like she's gonna finish this off. That way, kind of give Linda the stage.
Her stage. Yep. Yeah. Disappointed, but she will always be a VGA champion. That's for sure.
Correct.
Lifetime exemption into these events. I'm sure we'll see more of it now. Katie will also finish up her putt here quickly. All right.
Great putt.
Yep.
Good.
All right. Linda's putt should actually be fairly straightforward. It may peel off to her right a little bit here, given the way the hole slopes. Very meticulous in how she approaches her golf game, and you can see it here with her making sure she's comfortable with her line and ready to putt. And that's why she is a VGA champion, because she takes her time, and you know, when she's ready, she's ready.
Yeah. Great course management from Linda. I had the opportunity to play with her Tuesday with Troops, and you know, very smart lady.
That's for par. Come on.
Oh, wow.
I think she wanted that for an even par round, but like I said,
right.
a bogey to finish the championship and win her second
Red jacket.
red jacket.
Yeah. So, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Handshake from VGA President Josh Payton.
Yeah.
Handshakes with her other
playing partners. Yeah.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah. Great to see. Great to see.
A lot of smiles walking off the green there, and whew. Now we're
gonna move back.
Yeah, we can go back to the AT&T.
Back to the tee box. Yep.
Oh.
We should have our remaining veteran A-flight group coming in now. See where they stand. All right, so veteran A-flight standings currently have Anthony Billich at +5, Jordan Bobbert and Chance Carrick at +7, Coulter Kotzman at +8, Philip Fitzgerald at +9. Yep, you can see here really good representation of the competitors that are still very much in this hole. Right? These guys have got to keep their minds about them. We know they've been waiting. It's always difficult to have this type of delay, but I would say even Philip and Joseph, if they put together a good hole, now it's not a strong chance, but we've seen a lot happen in the last 45 minutes on this hole. So
That's correct. And this A flight has had quite the shuffle on the leader here in the back. This back 9.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. So Josh Payton is rolling back up there just to make sure he's up top, to make sure all the groups are going off in the right order and everything like that. But we should see some really good golf here.
Yeah. So first up, or at least staying on the tee boxes, Philip Fitzgerald. He's still active duty, serving in Fort Gordon.
Okay.
They're
in Georgia.
Yep.
Good one.
Yeah,
Really good swing. Looks like
he
he's
likes
happy
it.
with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That little leg kick is like the universal "I hit it well" sign, right?
That's right. and a long way.
And a long way. Yeah,
Yes.
That's right.
So had a chance to speak to Phil this morning. He practices at a driving range at Wedges and Woods right off the base there, and plays in some local courses around the Augusta, Georgia area.
Okay.
So,
that's great. Casey Pete next, out of Leonardtown, Maryland, representing the United States Navy.
Sweet.
That's a nice smooth tempo right there.
Yeah. I know Casey well. I've seen him many times at my championship in the North Region. Witnessed an ace of his at Baltimore Country Club a few years ago. That was pretty cool. It's always fun to watch these guys compete.
So it's interesting. You see these 3 players, these A-flight guys, all teeing off on the right side of the box.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Playing a little draw there, then, Kev?
Yeah. I think, at a minimum, these guys are kind of indicating that either their shot shape or their course knowledge at this point, having played the course 2 days in a row, leads them to believe that being down the left side is significantly better than being down the right, for the reasons we've seen today, right? When you're down the right side in the rough, or even on the fairway, you've got some slope you got to deal with. Obviously the water is in play.
That's right.
And so staying away from that is key.
Yep. Now we watch these gentlemen make their way down the fairway.
Yeah, so Joe, as we kind of look at this flyover again, even though there are trees down the left, especially for some of these big hitters, you can see after you get past that left-hand bunker, there is a little bit of a gap there between that one set of trees and then the trees that are closer to the green. I would assume that a lot of these guys are thinking, if, hey, I can just get to that side of the fairway or that side of the rough, If nothing else, I have a more clear punch shot up to the green. And for our A-flight guys, the traps at the front of the green are not as intimidating for them.
No.
Sometimes they may even feel a little bit more comfortable because they can get more spin on the golf ball coming out of those traps. We'll see how that plays out here in a minute. But just again, it really highlights how challenging this hole is.
Yeah. I talked to Coulter yesterday. You and I were sitting here watching him hit a shot just short of the water, and he did confirm that, his ball did roll in the water, and but he thought he hit a really great shot over that bunker, over the left. He just ran through the fairway. So, Mr. Big Hitter.
That's right. And Joe, just for a reference point here, the hole yesterday and I think today is playing in the neighborhood of 435 yards. For Coulter to be hitting it down by the water, we're talking about a 315 to 330 yard drive, depending on how it landed. So just some context for the folks at home about how far these guys can hit the ball. This is a really good example of the caddy situation we were talking about earlier, Joe.
That's right.
A spouse on the bag. Should run up or be just short of the green there. Now that shot, Joe, was a little bit further back, so I'm guessing off the tee that wasn't the hit that the player wanted. Where the balls are now, where we'll see Casey and Philip play from. Even over here on the right-hand side, this is probably this is Casey here, more accurate representation of the landing area for the other groups. Come in, nice smooth swing there from Casey.
Gosh, yeah. Kind of got that butter smooth Freddie Couple swing, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's going to roll up, so he'll have a 25, 30 footer for birdie there. Good swing.
All right. Well, Philip left himself middle of the fairway drive and stands behind the ball, probably looking at an aiming point. He's used the same local caddy 2 days in a row now, so.
Some folks might be wondering why we only have 3 in this group. It does look like their playing competitor David Troyaneski did withdraw earlier today. So that's why we have only 3 here. That was a smooth swing there too.
Was.
It's effortless. Yeah, right side.
Yep, just above the ball.
Yeah.
Or above the pin, so good shot there,
birdie
Philip.
putt there.
Yeah.
We could see some birdies on the way in here. Yeah, and we're gonna cut over here in just a second to watch our lead group tee off, with Anthony Billich being the first one in the box.
Here we are, picking up Anthony.
Anthony's been very steady today. Couple bogeys on the front, couple bogeys on the back, followed by supplemented with a birdie on 11. Nice swing there.
Yeah,
Looks like
he didn't waste no time.
Go a little bit left. Let's see. Oh, that's great. Oh, man, that is pounded down there. Holy moly.
Yeah.
They'll love that.
And he hit it like 2 yards behind the tee marker.
Yeah. Yeah. He added yardage to this
Yeah,
hole.
exactly. Yeah.
I have to, listen, but I would bet if we ask him about it, he'll say, he's like, I wanted more room to take that left edge on of the hole here.
Good strike there.
Mm-hmm. So, again, this is stroke play for everybody at home, right? Everybody's on their own ball. Everybody plays their own score, all that. After watching Anthony hit that ball, if I'm Jordan or Chance, really I got to get super aggressive because we know he's far down the fairway. He's going to be playing safe for a par, at most a bogey, right? If he thinks that his playing competitors are going to have par, so they have got to get this ball down the fairway and get a short club in their hand to try to make some magic happen here. Maybe tie it up with an eagle from the fairway. We'll see.
Oh yeah. Looks like
Chance here lining up. Looks like the same line as Anthony just took. Yeah.
Down that left. Inside left.
Yeah. Chance can hit a mile too. Big swing there.
He's
asking.
Asking is it
Yeah,
safe?
he doesn't know. Luckily, it looks like we do have a spotter out there, so I think we'll find it, but we don't see it in the fairway, so we'll have to see. Finally, Coulter here, +8. Coulter's going to have to be aggressive on this hole. He needs to make a birdie if he has any shot of staying in this, and hope for the best that his playing competitors make some mistakes. Oh, he likes that one. Yeah, and that's going to be that's past Anthony.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
And Coulter was leading most of the day.
Yep.
So
Yep. We'll watch birdie putt here from Casey, just as he comes up. Good putt there.
it's a little short. But
He'll finish with a par. Yeah, and that brings Casey in +4 today. 3 strokes better than yesterday, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
They're watching
Philip kind of eye his birdie putt here.
looking at the hole from the opposite side
Yep.
where his ball is.
Revisiting that heat map that we showed earlier, Joe. Again, based on where the pin position is, this should be relatively flat in comparison to the rest of the green. I would expect it to maybe move ever so slightly to the left for this player, just because, again, the way the green slopes from back to front and back to front down to the water, but not a whole lot of movement here. This was a really nice approach shot from Philip.
That's away.
Good stroke, a little bit short. Yeah, not thrilled with that. But again, if he ends up with the par, that's a pretty good score on this hole.
Putting the coin down.
Yeah, Chadwick will be last. Interesting putting stance there, pretty upright. Pulled it a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
But we'll tap it in.
Yeah, finishing up. Good way to finish. Happy? Thumbs up?
Thumbs up for everybody. That's great. Should have, 70, 80 people out there watching at this point, Joe, with all of the rest of our competitors basically wrapped up. Again, this is something to take note of, right, for everyone watching at home, for those learning about how to be better at golf. Philip may not have a chance here, but we're watching him go through his process, and
not rushed,
not deviating anything. In the long run, will pay dividends.
Good
so, nice
finish.
par. Yep. Good par here. And as these guys exit the green, we'll cut back over to our last group. We have Jordan here. Is that Jordan? Jordan Barbert first. A little bit further back than the other guys, but still probably, I don't know, pitching wedge, maybe 9 iron in.
Yeah.
For these guys. Yeah. That looks like a wedge. Maybe 9 iron. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Nice swing there.
Yeah, a little twirl. Oh, wow.
Turn up. That's a great shot. Hang on. Yep. That's the putt we just saw Casey Pete have. So hopefully be good. Anthony's going to go next. That's a really great view too. You can see how the pin's cut pretty far to the right there, playing pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit shorter than he might have wanted, but I mean that's still going to be a putt. As we cut over to Chance. That's a pretty good drive. We didn't know where it ended up.
Yeah, that's a long ways.
Yeah, long ways. Looks to be maybe first cut, or the rough doesn't look too bad there. We can see the ball.
Shots away. He's holding his finish.
God, all these guys just really smooth tempo. That might have been a little bit heavy and in the bunker because we don't see it up there on the green. Yeah, a little bit of a disappointed face there. All right, last to play is Coulter.
And he hit it a long way.
Bomb. Yeah,
Wow.
that is definitely a wedge in his hand. So he's going to want to be close here. Once it's go right.
Indicating right. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, long and left. So we'll get another look at a John Rahm-esque putt here with this final group.
All right. My competitors start making their way up to the green now. So, ooh.
Jordan, essentially Jordan needs to make this putt for his birdie and hope that Anthony 3 putts. That's kind of where we're at. Yeah, so you can see there. Chance as well. Chance may have a shot, depending on where he is. We didn't see it land. If he's in the bunker and he's a good lie, he may be able to get that in. These guys are very, very good from in the bunkers, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think Jordan's in a position where he knows he has to make birdie and put some pressure on Anthony. Try to force a playoff here. It does look like he's in the trap, so he's gonna have to think about how he's gonna approach that.
Oh, look at that there, Kev. He's actually...
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Okay, so this could be the shot of his life here.
yeah.
That is a very difficult position to be in. Looks like he's going to try to pop this up.
Oh, Lord.
Hopefully get it running a little bit.
All I can say, Ron made a shot like this at the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yeah. I remember that par 3. That was unbelievable.
So,
Actually, Joe, I think I was watching that, and when I saw that going, it was like the second day or something, or the first morning of the first day. I was like, this Ryder Cup's over.
yeah.
If they're making shots like that, I don't think we have a chance. Difficulty 1000 here. He took the pin out though. He wants to make it. Come on. Come on. Oh, great shot.
Give it a good run.
Yeah, great shot.
Wow. Difficult stance.
You kind of see there, Coulter's staying in the process. And hopefully the caddy knows enough about this putt to
That's right.
help him out here. It's a slippery one. This will be a great view coming in. Look at this thing curl.
It's going.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's a really nice putt.
That was.
Yeah. That should be a tap-in par for Coulter. I think this is not going to be the finish that he wanted, but I know Joe. He was telling me he's coming back from injury.
That's right.
So to have him back healthy and playing in the championship is great to see. Okay. Looks like Anthony's going to be next, I think. Yep, Anthony's going to go next. Long putt, but uphill. So, he can be a little bit more aggressive here in his line, I think, in terms of where he errs. But I think he has to be careful. I don't think he's going to want to go past the hole here. That's a fabulous putt.
That is.
That is
He
a
left himself.
championship winning putt.
That's
there,
right.
I think. Yep, and he'll mark that.
He's going to go ahead. Looks
All
like
right,
he's
so
going to
we're
go ahead
gonna clean it
and
up.
finish out. Yeah, so.
Yep. Good for him. That should do it, folks. That is a winning putt from Anthony Billich. Our putt that will solidify him at +5. Big smile on his face. It's a two-time champion here. Great to see. Still love to see Jordan make a birdie here. Let's see it. Come on, baby. There we go.
Great way to finish it round.
Birdie on the last.
That's right.
Awesome. Solidifies second place. That's a great shot. And actually, I do think that puts him at even par for the day. So 4 shots better than yesterday gets him back into second place by himself. So really cool. There's your champion, Anthony Billich, watching Chance finish up his round. Should be a tap-in bogey, I believe. Maybe a tap-in par. I don't know which one it is. But either way, there you have it. 2025 overall champion, Anthony Billich, shaking hands with his competitors. Big smiles from the group. Some good friendships here, Joe.
That's right.
So I know a lot of people are happy for Anthony and happy to see him take home another VGA championship. Chairman Peel out there, shakes hands. President Josh Baden out there as well. Yeah, and our entire field out there to celebrate another fabulous championship.
Kevin, I think Olympia Fields definitely offered a true test of some tough golf.
I think
the
toughest golf we've seen.
That's right.
In any of our championships.
That's right.
Over the last 3 days.
Yeah, but talking to the competitors the last 2 days, every single one of them have enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, they've loved it.
Yeah.
And for those obviously following here on social media, I'm sure you've seen some of the other social media posts, both on Facebook and Instagram, whether it was the registration, the pairings party, the golf itself. There's just been a lot of fun had all the way around. And we've actually heard it from the course staff, right? We've heard them come to us and say, hey, guys, we got to tell you, we've really never had a more appreciative group be here for such a big event, which is just such a positive thing to hear.
That's right.
And so we'll get to kind of watch the end of the presentation of the trophy ceremony here as we wrap up our coverage.
Yeah.
And we encourage folks to tune in, for 30 minutes this evening during the Champions Dinner hosted back at Wind Creek Hotel and Casino, where obviously the more formal presentation will take place, but we'll start looking forward to next year and where we'll be. And I have to say, Joe, without spilling any beans, there's a lot of good things coming for this organization.
That's right.
So for those of you who are new, for those of you who maybe missed out on an opportunity this year to be a part of this championship for whatever reason, there's a lot of great opportunity coming down the pipe, which is exciting. So
that's right. And guess what, Kevin? Tomorrow starts a whole new season for all these folks.
That's true. These players could literally turn around tomorrow and go play in one of our regular season events, either back home or even here in the Chicagoland area, as our 2026 season has already kicked off around the country. And a lot of players looking forward to that. And right now, we'll turn this over to our National Championship live audio as presentation starts.
So we could have everybody breathe kind of in towards the side. Don't lean on it. All right, Tyler, do your thing. All right, we're going to clap for them, all right? Start clapping.
Josh, you want to get the table down here, please? And your board members behind us.
Let's call this center.
All right, everyone else,
Okay, guys,
You're shooting that way.
we're gonna push. We're gonna push the dinner back by
down here, please.
from 6 to 7. Okay. So we'll have cocktail start at 7, and then dinner will start at 7:30 tonight. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that concludes our coverage of the 2025 VGA National Championship from Olympia Fields Country Club in Olympia Fields, Illinois. Joe, it's been a pleasure being with you today and yesterday, being out here commentating on this event, watching our champions from all of our flights compete hard in very difficult, I would say very difficult conditions for amateur golfers, especially some of our veteran amateur golfers who have a lot of different obstacles to overcome. But it speaks to their perseverance in collecting their trophies and overall enjoying the experience, Joe.
That's right.
So,
and one last word, thank you to all of our sponsors out there for,
absolutely,
making this happen, believing in the VGA mission, and to the many thousands of VGA members across the country and worldwide. Who get out and tee it up on a weekly basis, and I get to see, some phenomenal stories and the camaraderie, that this organization has brought to their lives. And, I'm very honored to be part of this mission, one small part. And, hats off to you, Kevin, and the other regional directors for all the hard work that you guys do.
Yeah, thank you.
And as well as Joan Tishman, kind of a unsung hero, in the background,
very much a workhorse.
Yes.
Making a lot of things happen. I know a lot of our members are familiar with her name because
that's right.
She's the one that gets the emails, folks.
That's right. For 106 competitors that showed up here in Olympia Fields, I think they're all going to go home with a smile on their face and some great memories and new friendships. So
that's right.
Kevin, we'll get to do it again.
Yeah. See you next year.
All right.
Thanks, Joe.
Kevin.